One day I had a student come in the last day of class and hand me all of his papers. And as he handed them to me, he said, "Julie, are you going to check the sources on these papers?" And I'm thinking to myself, isn't that like saying to a cop, "Can that dog smell cocaine through the lining of this shirt?" I was in Florida where I was asked to speak at a business women's conference after lunch. And the person that spoke before lunch was Susan Taylor. I don't know if you know her, but she owns and edits Essence magazine, a very good friend of Oprah, very beautiful, 6'2", thin woman. Got up and talked about how important it was to be thin. And then we had salad lunches. I'm pretty after lunch speaker. Don't you think my whole emotional historical screaming was going on there? And I thought to myself, well, first of all, that's the first time I had heard of size zero. I thought that was naked, so that was a big thing. But I thought, obviously these people thought I was here. I had a little battle with myself, and I thought I've got to make myself fit in. So what I did was I spoke to the person as I got up, and the person that was announcing the models, and I said to the person, would it be all right if I, told them that you just hired me? Yeah. So I got up and I said, the person just hired me to represent all the people in the world that wear positive numbers. And I said, I'm taking the runway right now. And I took the runway and I, flipped my jacket, did the whole thing. First time I've ever seen 2,000 professional women spit food. And it's about communication. And it takes place one day, when two people had a big argument. They had been married for 25 years, and one day they have this big argument, and they stop talking to each other. And they go to bed that night not talking to each other, and they get up the next day not talking to each other. Okay? They're getting ready to go to work. A woman puts on a zipper, or puts on a dress with a zipper. Boy, a zipper? That's a thin woman. That's one thin woman. Zipper. Woman puts on a dress with a zipper. And for 25 years, that had been her husband's job. Well, she wasn't going to ask him because she was mad at him. And he wasn't going to do it because he was mad at her. So she taps him on the shoulder, points at her back. Well, he's not going to do it. And then she gave him the look. Yeah, some of you know what that look is. I can't explain it to you any more than say that women have this look, mothers have it, wives have it. It can move children to school. It's a look like if you push it one step further, I am going to make your life miserable from here on in. I don't know how to explain it anymore. And I can't do it for you right now because I have to be pushed to that point. So she gave him the look, so he had to do it because he had no choice. So he gets over to her back, and he sees a way to communicate with her without using words. So he takes that zipper, and he goes, zap, 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 zap. And he feels pretty good, because he had said what he had to say. In fact, he was done. He felt pretty good. Guess I'll go have a beer. Well, of course, she's furious. She goes to work, and everybody is angry. I mean, she tells all of us about it. Calls her mother, sister. We all know. He had done it 15 years ago. We all agreed, if you tell him, he will never learn. He has to figure it out for himself. Do not talk to him when you go home this evening. And she agreed to that. So she gets home. She's pulling in the driveway. He's home already. Car in the driveway. In fact, he's working on the car. Underneath the car. Bottom half hanging out. She sees his fly. She sees a way to communicate with him without using words. She goes up to the fly and she goes, zip, 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 zip. And she felt pretty good. Because she had said what she had to say. And she said it where she wanted to say it. And then she walked in the house and there was her husband. Now, see, suddenly her attitude changed. And she felt like talking to him. She said to him, "What are you doing in here?" He said, "I'm getting a Coke for Paul. He's helping with the car." She said, "I think he's going to need more than a Coke." So the moral of the story, keep communicating or don't get your zippers in an uproar. Thank you, Mom, for that.